Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video idea came to me out of the blue yesterday and I thought that might be kind of fun. Hopefully it's taken that way and not kind of a neener, look what I have, because that is not what this is by any stretch. I would never. But over the years, I've collected quite a bit of makeup. And so I thought, I wonder how much a full face of like my most expensive stuff would have been if I had paid full price. I did not pay full price for most of these things. A couple, yes, definitely, but most of them I buy when there's a sale on Sephora or I got my BoxyCharm, so I didn't actually spend all of that money on this, but the total for this face look, if I paid full price for all of these products, is $956. I'm glad I didn't pay full price because that's crazy. And no judgment. I mean, hey, if you can spend that on makeup, yay you. I cannot. So this is a bin that has $1,000 worth of makeup in it. So if you want to see it in action and how I got this look, stick around, we'll get into it. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you more than you know. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with someone you think might like it, or at least find it entertaining or abhorrent. Like, who spends that much money on makeup? Anyway, I appreciate you. I'm about to have a very naked face, so brace yourself. Here we go with my craziest video idea ever, I think. So I'm gonna start with my Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. This is a plumping lip gloss. I don't wear lip gloss over my lipstick, but I like this one for the effect that it gives my lips before I apply lipstick and lip liner to it. It's just, it doesn't necessarily plump my lips, it just fills them out a tiny bit so they look a bit smoother. And this particular product, the Too Faced Lip Injection, goes for $29. I'm sure I've already said it and we'll say it again. I pay full price for very little. So it seems extreme, but bear that in mind. I don't pay full price most of the time. Okay, for primer, I have two. I have the Smashbox Primerizer, which goes for $42. So I'm going to put the primerizer pretty much all over, and then the face base just where I get dry. Okay, and then I have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This goes for $64 full size. This is a mini size. I really like this one for primarily my under eyes. I used to have pretty severely dry skin around my nose and in here between my brows, but since I've been using the CosRX Snail Mucin, it's pretty much cleared up completely. So this is still really nice though for under my eyes where they are, you know, more wrinkly and stuff tends to settle in there. Okay, for foundation, I'm gonna go with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and this is $44. That's an expensive foundation, especially if you know how much I really love the CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation from the drugstore. That's so good. But for today's video, I like the Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's a great foundation. I like it a lot, but I don't think you need it when there's drugstore foundation now that is just as good. So I just pumped some out onto my little palette, and I'm gonna go with my IT Cosmetics Love is Foundation brush and put that on. There's the hair all over my face. This might be a little light, but I think once I bronze, I'll be okay. And it looks incredibly yellow, but it doesn't in natural light. So we're just going to assume it won't look so crazy in real life. and I'm actually going out of the house today. Today is Saturday, and it's Mike's birthday. So we're gonna drive up to Maine and have lunch, which is, you know, a little crazy, but we used to do it once in a while back before we had Jackson and work was crazy and all of that. So I'm excited. Just the two of us alone in the truck for hours. Just kidding, it'll be fine. Okay, for concealer, I have two different concealers. They're both by NARS. They're both $30 a piece. The pot concealer, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I can't use under my eyes, but this creamy concealer I like for under my eyes. So we're gonna go in with that under my eyes, and I'm going to use the pot concealer for around my face and to prime my eyelids. I don't have any higher end eye primers anymore. I used to have the Urban Decay one, but I was not a fan. I'm just gonna get that blended around my eye. I'm just tapping that in. I'm definitely not rubbing or dragging at all. That is the last thing you want to do under your eye. And with the same brush, because I'm gonna wash it before I use it again, I'm going to conceal, or really kind of brighten my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and my forehead. This is an amazing concealer. It's almost completely hidden my little red mole there. So good. And then for my eyelids, I used to use only this. There's a pretty serious dent in that little pot because I loved it for my eyelids until I discovered, well, first it was the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer, and then it was the e.l.f. Eyeshadow primer, and that's pretty much all I use now. But I used to use this every single time because it's good, and it's an excellent concealer. Look at that. I do have one new product that I've been wanting to pick up for quite a long time, and I finally did, and I just got it. I haven't even used it yet. I'm a little bit upset because it came in a tiny bit broken. It's the Dior Powder No Powder. This is $40. Yeah, it's expensive, but I've heard amazing things about it, so I definitely need to try it. I'm hoping that this shade will work for me. I was gonna try to get a couple, but not at 40 bucks a whack. No way could I do that. I was kind of hoping this wasn't gonna be that amazing. $40 is a lot of money for a setting powder, but that's really, really nice. Darn, darn, darn. Okay, well, knowing me, I will stock up on this when Sephora has their sale again. Because that's just how I do it. I try not to pay full price, if at all possible. All right, I'm gonna blend out the creasing from that concealer. I don't miss having to do this with using the e.l.f. primer because you don't have to set that. That looks really pretty. I'm happy. Yeah, so That's really nice. Okay, for contour and bronzer, you won't be surprised about this. I use these pretty much all the time. Okay, for bronzer, we have the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light. And for contour, we have the Hourglass Diffuse Bronze Light. Both of these are $52 a piece. So I'm going to contour. Again, I have to say, I didn't pay full price for these. I definitely picked them up when Sephora was having their sale. Okay. Now just contouring my lower lip and my Cupid's bow. And sometimes I like to put a little bit on the tip of my nose, or the endish of my nose, just to give it a little dimension. Okay, now I'm gonna go with my bronzer on a giant Rephr brush. Stick a little bit over the bridge of my nose. I do really like this bronzer a lot. I use it in my regular life all the time. It's just so pretty and glowy. I like it. And for blush, I also have Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. Okay, and this is $40. This is full size too. So the blush is definitely smaller than the bronzer or contour. So that might explain why it's cheaper. I'm just gonna go in and blush. Oh gosh, that is really, really pretty though. I don't use this very often. Lately, I've been super into the cream blushes, but that's really pretty. I really like Hourglass products. I wish the company would get their shiz together and be more inclusive, because that is unnecessary. But their products really are stunning. Worth every penny, especially if you can get it at a discount. Now we're going to talk about highlighter. And this is Hourglass again. It's the Hourglass Cream highlighter in the shade Gold Flash. Did I forget a brush? You know, I'll just use my finger, which I don't normally like to do, but did I say this was $46? I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Super easy to apply, and you know I don't like using my fingers for applying makeup, but it is stunning. It's not as in your face as some highlighters, but it's beautiful. So a little natural is okay. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this with my whole heart. Obviously, today's makeup is a bit on the extra side, so I'm gonna set this all down with my Glow Recipe Watermelon Ultra Fine Mist. Really like this, you can tell. I use it quite a bit. And this is $28. So, you know, not too bad. With another giant fluffy brush, I'm gonna go all over and just buff my face with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder and Luminous Light. I don't know that I necessarily need any more glow, but I do like to buff over the edges of, say, my bronzer, contour, blush, and highlight, just to make sure there's no weird edges, no harsh lines. I look like I'm ready for lunch in Maine. And this product is $48. So, and then because we are going out and I do want this to last as long as possible, I'm gonna go in with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. And this is $36 for the full size. I bought the mini for $18. I wanted to try the mini before spending the full price in case I didn't love it. I love it. It's so good. And it will help my makeup last all day long, which is imperative when you're going to be leaving the house for long periods of time, which I don't normally do, but I am today. Next up, I'm gonna go in with my lips. So I have from Dominique Cosmetics a lip liner, and this is in the shade Brown Sugar. It's very neutral brown shade. And for my lip, I had two options, red and pink. I opted for pink because I feel like it will go best with my outfit, with the makeup, the whole shebang. And this is from YSL, and this lipstick is $38. This is more of a lip stain. It's gonna go on and stay on. So I'm going to add another lipstick over this, which we'll get to in a minute. But first, I'm gonna line my lips and get that lipstick on, and I will be right back. Okay, so the lip stain is on and the lip liner. While the lip stain is drying, I want to just mention, this is the lip liner I got in a BoxyCharm several months ago. When I first got it, I did not like it, and it turns out it was user error. Big shocker there. I just wasn't familiar with the shape of the lip liner applicator part. It's kind of a triangle-y kind of a shape, almost teardrop, but triangular teardrop. I don't know. So I didn't love that the first time I used it, but after playing with it for a bit, I really do kind of like it. So this is pretty nice. I would recommend. In fact, I would recommend all of these products, every one of them. They're very good. Do you need them? Absolutely not, but they're fun. Okay, well, my lip is drying. I'm gonna go in with my brow products. So let me just, I've got all the prices, everything on my phone. So for my brows, I have this Benefit Brow Styler. One end is the brow pencil and the other end is this like powder kind of a thing. And that is $34. And then I have the Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is a brow gel. This is $38. So definitely more expensive. I've talked about this brow styler recently. If I can figure out which video it was in, I'll link it below. But I'd never used anything quite like this, and I really like it. I didn't think I would because I love the super skinny brow pencils, but this is just so easy to literally whack on a brow. It's so easy. The only thing I don't love, which is the silliest thing ever, is that there's no spoolie, so I have to just use a separate one. It's not the end of the world for me. It's just a matter of picking up one more brush, which we all know I have plenty of. Just gonna brush through that. See, just a really nice brow without any effort, really. So, can't complain about that. Can drop it though. And then the Gimme Brow. It's just this itty bitty brush with some tinted brow gel. quite frankly, I think this is no better, no worse than the e.l.f. Brow Wow, which we all know I love. So good. The Brow Wow is 5 or 6. So you decide. They're both good. So this lipstick was a gift. My BFF bought me this gorgeous lipstick cover from Guerlain. And to go in it, I purchased a refillable lipstick. This is basically just clear. It feels amazing. And when you take the cover off, there's a little, well, 2 little mirrors inside. It is incredibly bougie and so extra and very expensive, but so super fun. She is awesome. So the lipstick was $34. The cover, I'm ashamed to say, I did look to make sure I could give you the information in this video, is $37.50. Would I have bought this for myself? Absolutely not. Never, ever, ever in a million years. But my bestie loves me and she got it for me, and I appreciate and love her so much. Not just for the lipstick, but you know, for all the many, many, many things she does for me. Not the least of is listening to me complain about all the things all the time. I think we are finally ready for some eyeshadow. And if you've been here before, you will not be surprised to hear that I will be using the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. This puppy is $129 and worth every penny. I am ashamed to say that I paid full price for this, but I would do it again. No questions asked. This is an amazing palette. If you like color, if you like Natasha Denona's formula, I cannot recommend this enough. If you like neutral tones and nothing particularly in your face, this is not the palette for you. And I am literally going in with only 2 shades today. I am going to use the shade Spiral, which is this orange one, and this shade right here called Razzle Dazzle. That's it. 2 shimmer shades all over my eye. That's what I'm, oh, hold on. I seem to have some creasing in on my lids. Let's just tap that out. Not the end of the world. I mean, it does tap right out, so that's fine. Okay, going in with that orange shade called Spiral. Typically, people don't put a shimmer shade in their crease, but I'm going to, because that's what I want to do. My shirt is almost entirely pink and orange, a little bit of mint green in there, so I'm going with pink and orange eyeshadow. All right, I'm going to do that to the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got that orange blended on both eyes. Now I'm going to go with the Razzle Dazzle shade all over my lid. I'm going to do this gently because I don't want fallout. So fun. All right, I'm going to do the other eye and I'll be right back. I may have lied. I think I need to go with the blue on my bottom lash line. Or maybe the green. I have a minty green in my shirt. Maybe I'll go with this shade. The thing about this eyeshadow palette is I don't think you can go wrong with it, no matter what you choose to do. The colors are just so fun that if you like it, then it looks good. I don't think it necessarily has to be conventionally what someone thinks works. I think that is fun and I'm gonna wear it and love it. Okay, for eyeliner, for my upper waterline, I'm gonna go with my Milk Makeup brown liner in the shade CEO, which we all know is no longer available. And this eyeliner is $22. I don't know if I found a dupe for it yet. but I wish I had known it was going out. I also follow Mel Thompson on YouTube, and she likes the milk liner in black called Boss, and she can't find that either, so we're both trying to find dupes for the eyeliners that we like from Milk. Damn you, Milk. And for my lower lash line, I'm gonna go with the Thrive Cosmetics Brighten Eye Brightener. It's a jumbo pencil that could be used as an eyeshadow base, or an eyeliner. This is what I use. I use this as an eyeliner in my lower waterline. I have this one, and I have an ABH one that I really like a lot. And so this is $24. So I'm just gonna line my lower waterline with it. For mascara, I actually have this Wander Beauty mascara, and this goes for $26. This is the most expensive mascara I currently have in my collection. I can't remember how I feel about it, so we're gonna find out today. Hopefully I like it, because I'm gonna be gone all day. And if it ends up all over my face, I'm gonna look goofy. I think Mike's watching the Muppets. Well, it's his birthday, he can do what he wants. Boop. So that's that. Okay, these came in my BoxyCharm recently. These are the KVD Vegan Beauty. These are the KVD Vegan Beauty Natural Vegan False Lashes with Glue. So I haven't tried these before. I'm gonna whack these on, and I'll be right back to let you know what I think of them and finish up this video. Okay, I'm back. I got the lashes on. They're nice. They're super natural. Like you'd expect, that's what they were called. I just put on like a half lash on the outside just for a little bit of something. I'm really happy with how my makeup turned out today. I'm happy with my makeup most days, and it isn't always so expensive. A lot of these things are my go-to products. Face powder will definitely be a go-to product from now on, but I liked it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I appreciate your time. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.